Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Vika Abdelia, NPM 1922076, and I'm from class B3 2019. In this opportunity, I will tell you about the material that we have been learned about writing process, memos, and email. Writing process. The first is researching. Before you start to compose any email, memo, letter, or report, you will need to do some research. Information must be factually correct and intellectually significant. The second is planning. For most writers, getting is the hardest part of the job, but you will feel more comfortable and confident once you begin to see your idea before your eyes. It is always easier to clarify and criticize something you can see. Getting started is also easier if you have researched your topic, because you have something to say and to build on. Each part of the process relates to and support the next. Careful research prepare you to begin writing. Drafting. If you have done your planning carefully, you will find it easier to start your first draft. When you draft, you convert the words and prose from your outlines, brainstorm, or cluster group into paragraph. During drafting, as elsewhere in the writing process, you will see some overlap as you look back over your list or outlines to shape your text. Revising. Revision is an essential stage in the writing process. It requires more than giving your work another quick glance. Do not be tempted to skip the revision stage just because you have written the required number of words or sections, or because you think you have put in too much time already. Revision is done after you produce a draft that you think conveys the appropriate message for your audience. The quality of your memo, letter, or report depends on the revision you make now. And the last is editing. Editing is quality control for your reader. This last stage in the writing process might be compared to detailing an automobile, the preparation a dealer gets draft to ready a new car for prospective buyer. Editing is done only after you are completely satisfied that you have made all the big decisions about content and organization, that you have said what you want to wear and how you intend for your audience. And then memo. Memo and email message are the type of writing you will prepare most frequently on the job. Destry from business correspondence are quick, easy, and effective ways for a company to communicate internally as well as externally. You will find yourself preparing one or more of this type of writing each day to CO worker in your department, to colleagues in other department and division of your company, to decision makers at all levels, and to client and customer as well. Latin word for something to be remembered. There is memorandum. The Latin meaning point to the memos function to record information of immediate importance and interest in the busy world of work. Memos are brief in-house correspondence sent up and down the corporate ladder. Employees send memos to their supervisor and worker and memos to one another. The function of memos. Memos serve a variety of functions, include announcing a company policy or plan, changing a policy or procedure, offering information or making a request, explaining a procedure or giving instruction, clarifying or summarizing an issue, alerting readers to a problem or to a deadline, and others. And then part of memo. The first is introduction. The introduction of your memo should do the following. First, tell readers clearly about the issue of policy that prompt you to write. Explain briefly any background information the reader needs to know. And the last is be specific about what you are going to accomplish in your memo. And then body. In the body or discussion section of your memo, help reader in this way. First, state why a problem, procedure, or decision is important, who will be affected by it, and what the consequences are. Second, indicate why and what changes are necessary. And third is give brief date, time, location, and cost. And the last is conclusion. In your conclusion, state specifically how you want the reader to respond to your memo. To get readers to act properly, you can do one or more of the following. First, ask reader to call you if they have any question, and then request a reply in writing, over the telephone, via email, or in person by a specific date. And then provide list of recommendation that the readers are to accept, revise, or reject. Email. Email is the most common workplace communication. It is the lifeblood of every business or organization because it expedites communication within your firm as well as communication with those outside of it. Professionals in the world of work may receive hundreds of emails a day from supervisor, college, client, and vendors. These emails may contain pictures, video clip, soundbite, and various tables, lists, and statistical files. As we saw, memos can be sent via email. I think that's enough for I can tell to you. Thank you very much. I think that's enough. Thank you very much for your attention, and sorry for all the mistakes that I have made. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.